Jen Hartstein is a psychologist. She specializes in adolescent and family issues. Jen, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good idea that she's speaking out. I mean, even before the funerals for her mom and brother, you think this is in some way therapeutic?
Well, I think it's helpful for her to just be able to say thank you. You know, this was a very public forum and a public search. How else can she get the word out there to thank all the people, many of whom she's never going to encounter, to say thank you for all their efforts in helping her?
As we saw earlier this morning, she got very emotional when talking about her brother Ethan and her mom. But for the most part, we see a very self-assured, composed young lady. But any parent of a teenager will tell you sometimes it's hard to know what's going on inside based on the exterior.
Absolutely. There is much more going on underneath the surface of this young woman, understandably. We don't really know all that's happening. We know that there's a lot of sadness. We know that this was a big trauma. We know that she's going to keep herself together on the surface. I'm sure she allows herself to fall apart at different times, but her composure is impressive, and hopefully she's getting help.
This decision to label herself a survivor as opposed to a victim, we saw that with the young ladies who were held for more than a decade out in Cleveland by Ariel Castro. Is that part of therapy? Is that something suggested to her?
It could be suggested to her, but it also implies a lot of strength. I survived this. I'm not going to let it ruin my life. I'm going to let it form my life and be part of it and build me up for the future.
How important is it for this young lady, if at all possible, to get back to some routine and sense of normalcy, I say, again, if that's even possible?
It's going to be a different sense of normalcy because she's an instant celebrity, didn't ask for it, but here it is. But being able to be with her friends, go back to school, be on the gymnastics team, create the life she knew will give her a foundation and some grounding that she needs.
Jen Hartstein. Jen, thanks very much. Appreciate it. And you can see more of Hannah's story tomorrow night on Dateline. That's at 9, 8 Central Time right here on NBC.